and my programs and my leadership with what they want. So I came a month ago, and I've been around various states, and I'm here in California. And I want to say that I've had very meaningful engagement with our people here in the United States. And I'm a wiser person. I'm not the way I came. By the time I go home back, I'm a better leader. I'm a wiser leader. I've learned so much by listening to Kenyans. I have seen so much. And I must tell you, you guys are great people, that you have come to a foreign land and stamped your authority by succeeding. You are having businesses that are very successful. Where you are employed, you have made impact. Tafadhali mujipigie makofi. Pongezi. And that encourages me that much as we are having problems back home, all is not lost, because our greatest asset as a nation is a human resource at our disposal. And if you guys have succeeded here in the United States, where things are working and systems are right, it takes clear to everybody that if we get working systems at home, things too can work. And I'm looking for that partnership with you, where we can work together and fix our country, because at the end of it all, east or west, home is best. And you didn't leave Kenya because you hate Kenya. No. You are not here because you hate home. No. You came here to look for greener pastures and to expand your territories and to look for opportunities that were not available back home. If those opportunities were available back home, you'd be at home. And therefore you have a duty, and I've heard most of you tell me you like to come back home and help us grow our country and build our economy. But it's only fair that as you come home, you cannot leave a working system to come to one that is not working. So it is in your interest that we fix our country. When systems are working at the right time, you can come back home. And we are offering a different kind of leadership, a different module of governance to right what is wrong in our country and to make sure that things are working the way they work here. And that is why I have had this continuous engagement. Before I explain to you what I think we can do together as our people from the diaspora, and we as a new administration in Kenya for the benefit of our country, let me first bring you to speed of what is going on back at home. I'm sure you know quite a bit of what is going on, but probably you have not had the benefit to hear it from an insider who has been in government, and somebody who also talks to many people every day to analyze situations and what is going on back home. What is going back at home is that the president we elected, most of you, ourselves, we campaigned for him, has turned against the people of Kenya and become a dictator who cannot be told by anybody, and he's running down the country and nobody can talk to him. And he has compromised the opposition. He has captured Parliament and Senate, and there is nobody to hold him to account. And since nature abhors vacuum, our young children, the Gen Zs, filled that space and became the opposition in Kenya and said, no, what is happening is not acceptable. It shouldn't happen, and it's within the constitutional right, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, to say no. And then the president embarked on a very brutal purge and reprisal against the young people, leading to very violent abductions, forced disappearances, and extrajudicial killings. And as a result, in the last 2 years, many young people between the ages of 12 up to 24 have been killed. Others have been maimed. Others have disappeared. They are not known where they are. And there is a lot of fear. There is a lot of anxiety. There is a lot of anguish in the country. As mothers, as fathers, as all of us as parents, cry for our children. Things have gotten so bad that the president doesn't fear anymore to support the killing of children publicly. His minister for Interior publicly and shamelessly gave an order of shoot to kill to policemen and said, if you see anybody near a police station, just shoot and kill, despite the fact that a police station is a public institution and Kenyans have every right to go to a police station. Instead of William Ruto admonishing the minister for going against the constitution, he went ahead and issued further orders himself that people should be shot in the leg. A president saying publicly, shoot them in the leg, harm them, then take them to hospital on their way to prison. That is how callous he has become, and he doesn't hide anymore. It's the extent of the impunity that is very worrisome to the people of Kenya. That a leader who is elected by the people has the audacity to threaten Kenyans and issue orders for them to be harmed, to be injured before they are in prison. Even before Kenyans could recover from that shock, one of his sycophants, who is a chairman of the Committee on Defense and Foreign Relations in Parliament, Nelson Koech, went ahead and said the president is wrong. He's too soft, he is too lenient. They should not be shot on the leg, they should be shot on the head. That is the kind of impunity that is in our country. And when a lot of pressure came from here in the States the other day, because the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee in the Senate here in the US brought a bill to review the relationship of the US and Kenya in respect of the status of a non-NATO ally. They are trying to do some little interventions to deceive the United States and the world that there had been something. So the president has now formed a committee to look into how to compensate those who have been killed. How do you kill people, then you compensate them? What he should do before he can talk of compensation is first stop the killing and recite his order of shooting the leg and recite the order of Kipchumba Murkomen of shoot to kill before he can even talk about compensation. Fine, it is in order to compensate families that have lost their children. But it is immoral to kill children and then compensate their parents. Why don't you let them live? Let them live. You don't have to compensate them. If they are leaving you, there is no need for compensation. So the president needs to admit liability, apologize to the parents and to the people of Kenya, recite his order on shooting the leg, countermand his minister on shoot to kill, then we can discuss compensation. But you cannot pretend you are compensating people who have lost their children and you have not yet recited the order that you gave for them to be shot. It's double speak and it's not genuine. Again, back home, he has messed the healthcare system. When he came into office, there was the NHIF, which was struggling but working. And you people know, because you take care of people back home. At least NHIF was working but struggling. So what we needed were reforms in the NHIF Act to make it more compliant, to make it more efficient, and to make it serve the people of Kenya. Instead, he scrapped it and brought something called SHA Chief. NHIF needed 800 million Kenya shillings to reform. He scrapped it and brought something called SHA Chief at a cost of 104 billion Kenya shillings. That is money that is being stolen. And the thing is not working despite spending that amount. As we speak, yesterday, the private hospitals said that all government employees will have to pay cash in advance because SHA is not working. You people know because you are here. And I know you support many families back home. You know SHA is not working. And I know you are making interventions to help your relatives back home. The education system, again, most of you are beneficiaries of the Kibaki Free Primary Education. Most of you are beneficiaries of the Higher Education Loans Board that saw you through university. Those are things that are working but have been messed up. The health program has been discarded and they have come up with something that is not working, has made university education beyond the reach of ordinary Kenyans. And many of our students are at home. Again, money meant for free primary education has been diverted and is the one that is being used for these useless empowerment programs by Mr. Soprano. This money you see in bags, in sacks every weekend is money that was meant for free primary education. A great legacy by President Mwai Kibaki has now been destroyed. Business, there is no money in circulation. If you go to Nyamakema, if you go to Taveta Road, if you go to River Road, before getting a shop there, you needed to pay goodwill about 20 million Kenya shillings. Today, all the shops have been closed. If you want a shop, nobody asks you for goodwill. The owner of the shop will tell, take it up, pay me rent or whatever you can afford. There's no money in circulation. Business people who have done business with the government have not been paid. Pending bills in excess of Kenya shillings 900 billion have not been paid. William Ruto would prefer to do new projects so that he can negotiate commissions with the new suppliers and new contractors. So that is the situation back home. When I was in office, I had a very good program on fighting illicit brews and alcoholism and drug abuse. And I was dealing with the policy level of stopping illicit brews being available in the market. And we had succeeded in getting our young people back home to start families and to be productive. And Pastor Dorcas would deal with the ones who are already addicted by having rehabilitation programs. All that was sabotaged. The illicit brews are back. Our young people are in the trenches and in the drainage, drinking and destroying their lives. There is nobody to deal with the ones who are addicted, to assist our children who are suffering from drug abuse. So in a nutshell, we have that challenge, but the Kenyan people have realized their mistakes. We were deceived and duped in electing a man who came with the Bible and said he is born again. They trusted him. He said he will put money in their pocket. Instead of putting money in the pocket, he removed the little that was there. Nothing works. The country is almost grinding to a halt. They are saying that I'm here in America talking ill of my country. I'm not talking ill of my country. I'm just talking the truth. And I'm not saying Kenya is bad. Kenya is a beautiful country with good people, but we have poor leadership. We are here talking about poor leadership. We are not castigating Kenya as a country. That is our country. And we are only talking because we love our country. We are saying the problem of Kenya is not Kenya. It's not Kenyans. It's not the air. It is poor leadership, and that is what we need to fix. So the Kenyan people have made an informed decision that the Constitution allows the president to go up to 2 terms. The first term, 5 years, which is a contract, is a social contract with the people of Kenya, subject to renewal on performance or termination on non-performance, period. And the people are saying that 1 term is enough. We are not going to renew the contract, we are going to terminate it. That is why they are singing this one term. I have seen his people crying all over, oh no, Kibaki did 2 terms, Uhuru did 2 terms. Even as we must do 2 terms. There is no way the constitution says there is a must. It is subject to renewal or termination on performance or non-performance. William Ruto has failed to perform. He has messed the country, he has messed the economy, he has killed children, he has messed our relations with the neighboring countries, and the people of Kenya are saying, in view of the fact that you have failed to live up to our expectations, you have messed our country. We have a right as the people of Kenya, in accordance with the constitution, to terminate the contract we had. So serve your 5 years and move on. We intend to get another new government to enter another 5-year contract with some other people. And that is a decision that has been made by the people of Kenya. Initially, he tried to say that it's a Kikuyu that is against him. But the people of Kenya told him no. If it's a Kikuyus who are against you, all of us are Kikuyus. That was the hashtag. Because everybody in Kenya is feeling the effects of bad governance. Everybody is angry about the killing of young children. Kenyans are angry and hungry because of non-performance of the economy. So that is a decision the people of Kenya have made, and I'm part of that group of leadership that is seeking to be elected as president under our party, the DCP, and I'm working alongside other leaders, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Fred Matiang'i, Eugene Wamalwa, George Natebea, and all of us are offering ourselves to lead the people of Kenya, and we are working together. And we have agreed that all of us want to be president, but it's not possible for all of us to be president. So along the way, sometimes late next year, we shall sit down and agree that among ourselves, we agree to have one flag bearer to face William Ruto on the ballot, so that things are okay. And I have said, I think I'm the best, but in case my colleagues convince me that I'm not and somebody who is, I'll back that person to a man, so that we have meaningful change in our country. I have come looking for you people, first and foremost, to appraise you on what is going on home and to ask you to help us, because you must, because you are part of Kenya. I know you are as disturbed as we are about the killing of children. I know you are as concerned as we are about bad governance. I know you are mad at the corruption taking place in Kenya. I know you disagree 100% with the misappropriation of funds for personal aggrandizement. We therefore want to partner with you because you have a lot of influence back home, and I want to appeal to you to talk to people back at home and ask them to register as voters and join us in electing a new government that will respect the will of the people, that will create good governance structures, and that will bring prosperity to the people of Kenya. Utatusaidia nyumbani? Again, I want to seek partnership with you because you are important. It's true, Walubengo, that pastor was saying that you guys are useless, nobody needs to talk to you. Those are Ruto psychophants. He has a big choir called Praise and Worship. People who just praise and worship him. They thank him because there is sunshine. They thank him because there is moonlight. They thank him for the air we breathe, although he has nothing to do with it. It's a psychophants. And they have been ignored by the people of Kenya. Don't even think about them. Nobody listen to what they are saying. You people are critical, and you are a serious partner of any serious administration that wants to succeed in the following manner. One, in the 1970s, coffee was number one foreign exchange earner. In the 80s, tea became the first, the best foreign exchange earner for the country. In the 90s, it was overtaken by tourism. But as we speak today, it's not coffee, it's not tea, it's not tourism. Remittances from the diaspora are number one foreign exchange earner for our country. And you guys are a serious partner in our economy. It is the money that you send home that we use to pay our public debt. It's the money that you send home we use to run our embassies. It is the money that you send home we use for importation of goods. For any country to succeed economically, you need a very strong partnership with the diaspora. You know, for those of us who rear some dairy cows, the dairy animal, the dairy cow, if you want milk from it, you must look after it. And you must make sure the cow is happy. You must give it hay, you give it lucerne, you give it dairy meal. In fact, nowadays we are giving them mattresses to sleep on so that they don't feel cold. And some people have even become very imaginative. You play them country music, Ken Rogers and Don Williams, so that they give you milk. The diaspora brigade is the dairy cow of the Kenyan economy. We must look after the diaspora people to agree to inject their money into our economy. And your money is huge. If we have programs to give you incentives to invest your money back home, we don't have to borrow money from other countries. Your money is enough to run our economy. So I look forward to a partnership where we shall agree with you people how we give you incentives to bring your money back home. We want you to come and start factories. We agree, we give you a tax holiday for several years, that there is no taxation if you set up a factory, so that you can create employment home and expand the tax bracket. We want to agree with you if we can have a diaspora bond where we can have a special interest package where you bring your dollars home, you earn a certain interest rate much higher than the country where you have come from. There are many